Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode, the fourth episode of Man to Man. Today I got two high school friends, Marcus and Will. How you fellas doing?
What up?
Good.
Doing good.
Good, thanks.
So we were just having a little fun conversation about what comes first, the chicken or the egg.
Yeah.
So say your theory again.
The only theory that makes sense to me is that there was an evolution tipping point where two creatures had to have sex, create that egg,
Nice.
and then a chicken arose from it, and that's the evolution where the chicken just continued on. And
Man, I thought about I think that's probably the best scenario that we got.
yeah, that's what we're thinking.
I think
It's always a fun riddle, chicken or the egg.
Are we religious?
no.
See, that is a huge factor.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So do you think, would God have placed people or animals that come from eggs, would he place the egg or would he place the animal? Because if you go from a religious standpoint, is he creating creatures that then lay eggs?
Wow.
Yeah.
Or is he creating
I've never
eggs
thought about it from
that
that
then hatch into
perspective.
those creatures?
That's very
I
interesting.
like that.
There you go.
That's very
Yeah.
So
interesting.
we got an evolution and a religion standpoint.
Bro, I'm saying
on
it's
what's
just
gonna
one
happen.
of those left to right.
Dude, so this is kind of cool. This will bring me a full 360 from. I was thinking about this yesterday because on Facebook I keep seeing more dinosaur bones are being found in the area, and I'm like, wow, like what a time that would have been to be alive to to see dinosaurs.
Are you just trying to live Jurassic Park right now?
Yeah, like how cool would that be?
Yeah, that'd be scary, but it'd be cool. Yeah.
Imagine, if dinosaurs were still here, or like
We wouldn't then.
think about the craziness it's been from dinosaurs to us. Like for them to all die, and for us to be created is almost the same thing,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how it'd feel. Would you be okay with just a 30-foot T-Rex
No.
over in the zoo next to you?
How long do you think the human race would survive around? Would they
That's-
do well? Because
yeah,
I mean,
that's
obviously
the
there
next
was
thing.
little creatures around back then too.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
made it just fine. So like, would humans, or are we too aggressive? I feel like everyone would just try to kill the dinosaurs and we'd all end up dead.
Yeah.
I mean, have you watched the actual series of Jurassic Park?
No.
You haven't.
You've never seen Jurassic Park?
Have you seen that?
I've seen like Jurassic Park, but there's like a lot of them,
Yeah,
right?
I
There's
think
like
there's
3
6.
normal and then 3 world.
I
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
haven't seen all of them.
Oh, they're dope.
Like the last one, humans get greedy.
True.
You
Yeah.
know.
You start
You don't know
trying
what
to
they do.
make money off of them.
But the crazy thing I was thinking about is how we came up after that, What if the same shit happens to us? Like, what comes up after us? Is it a crazier, smart animal like us, or is it more dinosaurs again? Like, it's
When
so
Area
fascinating
51
to kinda
gets
think
raided.
about,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
That stuff is so funny.
That is, dude. They have that petition up pretty high.
Yeah, it's
They're
like,
almost at 2 mil.
yeah.
Yeah.
The
that's
guy who
nuts.
started was like, dude, it was a joke. It was a complete joke. He came out and spoke on it.
Dude, the memes are amazing.
Well, have you seen the actual documentary that like sparked everything?
No.
So this dude who used to work for
Wait,
like,
Tim
a
Ferriss
region.
or something?
I have
No,
no
no,
idea.
no.
It's like Bob something.
I know.
thought.
Yeah. He was on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yeah, that's where it blew up from. Because he used to work in a section of Area 51, like somewhere along that line, and he claimed that there was like 7 flying saucers on site. Some of them work, some of them don't. And he's like, I had to come out to the American people because, like, I think it's as a part of the scientific community, with the government withholding that kind of technology, like it's fucked up. And it's like, then he came on Joe Rogan and apparently like spit a bunch of crazy shit, and then everyone was like, all right, Area 51's real, aliens are real, let's go crazy with the memes.
Yeah, I watched. Did you watch any of them?
I watched half of the documentary. I haven't seen the Joe Rogan yet though. It's like an hour and a half one, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's long.
It's very interesting. I like just watched. They upload like little pieces to his thing.
Yeah.
And I watched like a couple like 20-minute videos, but it's crazy. Like some of it's like just completely like doesn't seem real, and some of it's like wow, like this guy really almost kind of knows this shit.
Yeah.
Like I guess at one point they tried to delete him as a person. Like his social security didn't exist. His fucking like all the documents that prove he's a person no longer.
It's the next
function.
Snowden, dude.
Yeah, man. And that's just weird.
Then when it comes to that, you always wonder which side to believe. Like, were they erasing him because he like was actually just a nut job who was doing a bunch of crazy shit and like they wanted him out of here, or like did he actually have real information?
And there's so many factors to it, dude. I probably don't think there's anything crazy like extraterrestrial at Area 51.
At Area 51.
They probably have like really cool spacecraft that like the Air Force uses that a lot of people probably haven't fucking seen.
Yeah, like I totally believe that there has to be other life. Like obviously the odds of
yeah.
there not being other life in the universe is
shout
like,
out to Lil Dicky if you've ever heard Pillow Talk. Yeah.
Oh really?
It's like that's just dumb, but with actually being at Area 51.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
I
I don't
think
think there's any way.
it's one of Einstein's theory of relativities is the infinity thing, where in our universe there's billions of galaxies and there's billions of black holes, but inside of a black hole could be billions of galaxies with billions of black holes. So the odds of there being life somewhere else is like infinity.
Well, our scientific laws aren't even the second you leave our one planet. They're not even, it's not science anymore.
And the crazy thing is too is like we see things only 3-dimensionally, but there's like fourth dimensional, fifth dimensional, and everything after that is like we don't even understand that shit.
What do you believe about the percentage of brain that we use? Like how people claim that we only use like 6% or something. Like
I thought it was up to 40, but I don't.
I have absolutely no idea. But yeah,
there was a high percentage that we can't use.
That's wild to me, dude.
I could see it. I mean,
that's crazy.
Where does the information go?
Well,
I mean, it's just not signals.
Well, I think also it's like we can't know how to use something if we've never heard of it before.
No,
it's like if you give someone a car in the Stone Age and they've never even seen a wheel before, how the fuck are they going to know how to drive? Like they can't. So it's like if our mind has capabilities that we don't know are even possible to reach, like how can you expect us to use
I think they'll develop a little bit more, like maybe over hundreds of thousands of years probably. But like
if we're not all dead.
We are the smartest generation so far to exist just due to like the amount of information in our fingertips.
Yeah.
I would say of that nature, yes.
Yeah.
The smartest you got to turn into what, like he said, what you're bringing intelligence into. You can't give a caveman an iPhone, but you can give a 3-year-old an iPhone and they'll do more about it. But
but cavemen discovered fire.
I was about to say,
which is a bigger step
you
in
tell a
mankind,
3-year-old
like,
to do fire. So
it's crazy. I don't know if you guys saw Elon Musk just threw up a new video of he wants to put like computers inside of your brain.
Sketch.
Sketch.
Yeah. It's,
what?
It's
Elon.
all AI.
Dude,
chill, bro.
And his whole thing on that is like you use like 6% of your brain or whatever. This can get you up to.
Has anyone ever watched a scientific fiction movie?
I know,
yeah, for real.
What? Like,
dude, AI
what everything is like. You plant something in your brain so that they can control you, but it's got all these benefits, and then all of a sudden you're doing something they don't like, and they kill you.
AI is
all
scary
movies,
too,
but
man.
Still sketchy.
But I wonder like how much more what else we would be able to do with more brain.
Yeah, I'm curious of what our future, like when I'm 40, 50, and I'm having my kids as teenagers, like what are they? Yeah. What is the new high tech thing for them, or what are
different, bro? It's gonna be crazy.
Well, I'm 23, and my dad was born in 1950, so it's his golden birthday this year. He's turning 69.
Shout out.
But so he's been around for a lot of shit, and it's like when he was my age, like there was not even a thought of a cell phone.
Yeah.
But like phones in general were like so like just scarce. You got one in a household, and it can call to this specific region, and now like we can. Click of a button, talk to anybody face to face in the palm of our hand. It's like imagine now when I'm turning 69. What's my kid gonna be doing?
Yeah, my grandparents shared lines where you'd have to listen for your ring.
Really?
Yeah, 3 rings on one line is yours, and then the neighbor has the next one.
Oh.
And you can actually listen if you were a nosy ass.
I remember
That's
going
crazy.
around town with my grandma real young, and she used to call people on the payphones, but then she would like go to a specific payphone because she knew somebody was going to call at like a specific time.
Yeah.
See, I always thought that was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because how do you call a payphone? I don't even know how to do that.
Yeah.
And then like that's just a generational.
Think about
smart,
how fun it would have been. Like we're all gonna meet somewhere, but we don't have phones or nothing. So it's like I'll meet you, at the Capitol.
You gotta be specific, dude.
Yeah, 3:10. 3:20 comes by, nobody shows up. 3:30 comes by, nobody shows up. At that point back in the day, are you like, fuck, do I chill here in case he's like stuff in traffic? Or
well, that's the thing, yeah.
There
could be a massive accident where you're gonna have to sit still for an hour. Like that, and someone's expecting you. You can't just be like, yo, traffic, I'll be late. Like,
anything like that. Yeah.
Nothing.
That sucked so bad, man.
Yeah. When's the first time you got a phone?
I was in 6th grade. It was a Quest flip phone.
Yeah,
Had a
shout
little
out
copper
Nokia.
wire on it. Yeah. I didn't get my first cool phone until 8th grade.
I didn't even get a phone until freshman year.
Really?
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I was 14 and got I don't know, one of those little slide ones.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
what every phone at that point looked like. You could do like the T9 texting and then slide to the full keyboard. But when everyone had like the Jukes and all the Razors, the cool shit. My
Yeah, when the
parents wouldn't let
Razor
me
came
get
out, that was like,
Dude, the Razor was
damn.
fire.
Yeah,
Or the ones that I think you were just talking about. You touch it like this. And
it's like a
it moves
switchblade.
up. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
That's
there's
right.
several cool phones.
It was funny the other day. I had a box come through, and it was the recycled. Like you see at King Supers, like put your phone in here. It was
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a whole box of them.
Damn.
Just from fucking decades ago. Some from like 2000s, early 2000s. I was like, man, I wonder if any of these will be worth money eventually. Like,
It's good, yeah.
I think some of them will be. And there's even some iPhones, like iPhone, the very first couple of iPhones. If you have a specific
iPod
app
Touch,
that's
bro.
not on the App Store anymore,
Oh yeah.
those even are like.
Well, I remember seeing like a couple of years ago where people were literally paying $1,000 for a shit iPhone that doesn't work because it had like Doodle Jump or something like
Yeah,
that.
Cube Runner,
I'm like,
bro. That was the
yeah.
first game I went hard on the iPod Touch.
Cube Runner.
Yeah. Actually, think about this. The next 10 years, that bin won't be there. Like, I mean, yeah, but those phones aren't used anymore.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's gone purely to.
And then now they're having those flip glass phones. You seen those?
Oh yeah.
When did you get your first phone?
I was 5th grade. That's when I
Right.
moved up here, though.
Mm.
When I was a child, no one needed to. We knew enough people to be like, yo, Marx is here, but
Yeah.
when we got to the big city, we came.
Where are you from?
Lamar.
Ah,
Just a small
okay.
town, southeast corner.
Yeah. You're born and raised in Lake
Yeah,
Hood.
born and raised basically over here. So I was born in Wheat Ridge, I forget what, Lutheran.
Mm-hmm.
And then I lived in Arvada for a little bit with my grandparents. Denver, Lakewood, Denver, Thornton, and then my mom's still out here, so I'm always in the office is here, so I'm always just cruising through.
So A to B, dude.
It's crazy to see how wild it's changed though. Like
Yeah, for real.
so many different places around here have changed, man.
Just if I go like a few months without coming down, there'll be a
Oh,
whole new
yeah.
apartment complex, a whole new strip mall. Like I went to Southwest Plaza a couple weeks ago, didn't even recognize it.
Uh-huh.
They literally told me go to the Bad Daddy's at Southwest Plaza, and I turn like onto Bowls or whatever, and I'm like, where the hell is this mall?
Throw me the
Like, this
old
doesn't
ones,
look
like,
like
yeah.
it at all.
And the
It's
inside
crazy.
is nice, huh?
I
Yeah,
only went
the
in the
food court.
restaurant, but
Yeah, they got a Chipotle.
bro, you're obsessed.
I am.
You're
They
addicted.
should hire me to promote for them or something.
Yeah.
Dude, if they sent me Chipotle shirts or Chipotle hats, I'd rock that shit every day.
What you gotta do,
I'll stop
dude.
selling this stuff. I'm just
What you gotta do? Be like, yo, just put a little sponsor tag right
That'd
there.
be awesome.
Sell
man.
out that quick. They're like, yo, we'll give you a burrito a week for free
Yeah.
and 2 t-shirts to wear. And you're like,
Yeah.
fuck
Done,
my entire
done.
company.
me-
I'm
give
so
me a
done.
patch,
Like-
I'll sew them on myself.
That's hilarious. I would love that, man. That's funny.
But so all natives, huh?
Yeah.
No.
No.
I
Well,
was
he's
born in California. My dad moved out there for a job, and then he came back to marry my mom, and then she moved out there. They lived there for a little while, just working, and then my sister was born, then I was born. And then when I was 5, we moved to Lakewood. So
Gotcha.
pretty much
So
I'm raised. That's the shit with natives.
big question then. I believe you're a Denver fan, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
didn't know if you kept the Cali roots or.
Oh, I'm not a fan of any California teams. It's all Cleveland and Colorado for me, because I got most of my family that's into sports at least.
Yeah.
They're all from Cleveland. Like my dad, born and
Gotcha,
raised
yep.
in Cleveland, so it's like all that stuff. That's why I'm in love with LeBron, because dude, every sports team out there blows, and then LeBron
Yeah.
comes on, and it was like, finally I can cheer for a Cleveland
Yep.
team too. But Colorado's for sure number 1 above everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I think Colorado could probably be the best state in the whole country if we had an ocean.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean you're changing a lot of.
Dude,
Bro,
But
give it 50 years.
Yeah.
yeah,
Little
yeah.
global
Wait
warming
till the water
action.
rises a little bit. We'll have an ocean. No, I think that'd be awesome.
But
Like-
Colorado, or not Lakewood, Denver was the second most increase. Well, it was the second highest increase in population last year, behind, I believe, Austin.
Really?
Oh,
Texas,
yeah,
yeah.
I believe that.
Oh, whoa.
It was like Austin, us, North Carolina somewhere. Chicago was on that list as well.
Huh.
So do you don't like really remember living in California much, do you?
Bits and pieces, little things. Like I remember the park, and I remember like this. And we went back every year to visit my friends and stuff. So
Yeah.
I know what my house looks like
Oh,
the house
cool.
we grew up in. I know like we went back to the pool and where I learned to swim, like the park, all that shit. But it sucked out there, dude, because we were in the desert. We were northeast of LA, so like headed on your way to the what's that? The desert that's completely under sea level. It's so
I like know
low.
what you're talking about.
Death
but-
Valley.
Okay.
It's like on your way to Death Valley. If you're coming from Vegas to California, you drive through Bakersfield, and it's like 115 degrees every summer day. So
Yeah, it's
Dang.
terrible.
it sucks. Yeah.
That's bad. Yeah, I
But-
couldn't do that. Like the heat when we were in Utah and like Arizona for Lake Powell, that
Yeah.
was just stupid heat.
Well, you remember Dallas for that basketball tournament?
Oh, that was bad.
God.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of humidity
Yeah,
in there too,
humidity.
and it's terrible.
Uh huh.
I couldn't do it.
If you
Where would be
ever-
Where would you live if you couldn't live here?
Okay, this brings me kind of to my next part. Have you ever lived anywhere else?
No.
Okay.
Well, besides school,
Okay.
but no.
Because I think the answer to your question would be Salem, Oregon. I lived there for 1 year. My dad went out there for work, and I went and lived with my dad for a year. And like we crabbed at the ocean every weekend, and like caught our own fish, took it to the nearest shop, and like for $5 they would cook your fresh anything.
That's dope.
And we got to eat for basically free. Like the ocean was amazing. The Goonies house is out there. Like Oregon's home to like a really cool amount of things out there. So I think that's a nice spot. But
be
it
with
rains
you.
a lot, and I don't know if I like that.
But it's not bad.
Yeah. Why?
I feel-
What's your place?
I was thinking the same.
Really, Oregon.
Same or Carolinas.
Okay, dude. North Carolina.
Oh, really?
You ever been there? Any of the Carolinas?
Not the Carolinas. I've been to like Virginia.
We
West
were
Virginia.
both
Yeah, I
out
would
there.
as well go to the
At the
east.
same
yeah,
time, you
yeah,
were.
that was Emerald Isle.
Uh-huh.
That place was. Shout out to that
It
place.
was. Yeah. It's.
It was beautiful out
I
there.
enjoyed my stay out there more than I really thought I was going to.
Couldn't beat it.
Dude, have you? So, off the coast a little bit, there's I think it's a 16 or 24 mile long like island. They have a lighthouse there, and they have a whole island with just wild horses on it.
Really?
It's insane. Yeah. It's man, it's so cool. I have videos of it I can show you guys actually when we're done with this. But, dude, you should check that out if you go back there. It's like being on Hawaii but in North Carolina. It's retarded. It's amazing.
I'd like to go out of the country. I know this guy.
Yep, I did a little bit.
That is awesome.
6 months. That was
Yeah,
pretty
man.
dope. Yeah.
Europe.
My goal is to go to an event
You've been
overseas. I don't care if I'm going to the Open. Are you golf fans?
Mm-mm.
Open
Alright.
just happened. That was amazing.
hosting the.
Is that what Tiger
tournament
just won?
this next year?
Say what?
What?
You know who hosting the tournament next year?
For what tournament?
The golf one.
There's several
There's
tournaments.
several golf
The
ones.
golf one, nice.
Yeah, that golf one.
Is it
I
here?
think it's no, it's gonna
Okay.
be in Dominican Republic. No, it's not.
That's pretty cool.
What's the one that's always on Pebble Beach?
That's just Pebble Beach.
'Cause there's like an open.
Open
or
Am.
something.
Yeah, it's the Pebble Beach Open Am.
Oh yeah, because they always do it with like celebrities
Yeah.
and stuff. So I was just out there. I was out in Monterey.
That'd be a cool place to
No,
play.
it's cool. We didn't go there. It's weird because Monterey is like, it's not dirty or anything, but it's nothing special. It's just a nice little town, and then there's just like one of the nicest golf courses in the nation or
I
in the
can
world,
imagine.
like just right
Yeah.
there. And it's like that's so weird because it definitely doesn't have like I don't know, that kind of vibe to it.
Yeah.
The rest of the city, like Monterey and stuff.
When I
But
was in Ireland and Scotland, they had a lot of pretty ones. I think you would have liked, dude.
No, that's where it's originated, Scotland.
Yeah,
So
they got some really pretty ones out there.
yeah, they're built for it. Rain to keep everything green, rolling hills.
Yeah.
Oh, watching
All
the
that stuff.
the weather that they had to play through this tournament
Uh-huh.
for the Open, it was ridiculous.
One of the coldest places I've ever been, Edinburgh, Scotland.
Dude,
You've been there, dude.
it's crazy because I was there on one day. It was warm. It was like probably about 55 degrees, and they hated it. They were like, it's hot. They didn't like it.
Oh, dude, because they're not used to the sun or anything. If they get exposed, they fry.
Yeah.
Like, and because I was in Wales, and so it was kind of the same thing. Like, it would hit like 60 degrees or something, and I was living like, it was right on a beach there. Never really get that hot there, but it was nice. And so I like throw on like this outfit pretty much with like maybe a sweatshirt or something, and people would look at me so weird. They're like, what the hell? Like, you're wearing bright colored shoes, you're wearing long socks and shorts. Those are 3 things they don't know exist there.
Yeah.
They wear skinny black jeans no matter what the temperature is. They're going to a beach day, they're wearing socks, shoes, like skinny jeans, and like one of those bomber jackets, you know, it zips up but no hood. That's just what they wear, no matter the temperature. So
Tell me if this happened for you. Did they freak out about your hats? Did you ever wear hats?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, a flat-brimmed hat there, they think you are the dumbest motherfucker alive.
I had
you are so American. Like,
I went to all the bars, and everybody kept taking off my hat and like throwing it to like somebody else.
Really?
And eventually got back. Every place I went to did this.
Really?
And I was like, oh, like the first time I was like confused. The third time I was like, oh, this is a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like,
there was one of my friends that was from there that I met that wore hats like us, and his name, like, they would literally just call him like backwards hat, like all the time. That's like all he wore, but it's also like it was so weird that someone wore those hats that it became his nickname. And I was like, everyone, like, it's a rarity that I'm not wearing a hat. Like out here, it's just like constantly, but it's weird. There's different styles and stuff.
Yeah.
When you travel.
Well,
cool.
Appreciate you guys coming on the podcast, man. That was really cool.
Yeah.
We'll have to get on another time. I know we're all super busy, especially this guy being so far away from us.
We didn't even get into like the great, dude. You could have went a long way.
To go where?
Anywhere, dude. I know you got some. We've talked sports. We've talked.
Man, we could
cars. We've talked to some. We've talked a few things.
There's
used
a
to
lot,
board.
man. Dude, I love that's like.
Yeah.
God, if I wish I went more last year, and I keep telling myself the past like 4 years, like, dude, I got to give myself a pass. Because I end up going 5 or 6 times and I never get a pass. So it's like I'm spending more money.
Yeah, it's worth it. I didn't go at all this year just because of the surgery, but other than that, I'm definitely.
Where's the
I'll probably
place
get a
you
pass.
took me? Was that
We went to A Basin together.
No, we went.
Oh, we went to Copper also.
Copper.
Yo, Copper's
Copper's
my favorite mountain.
Yeah.
That is my favorite too.
Only because I really rode it. I got the Super Pass when it was back with that in Winter Park.
Dude, the Rocky Mountain Super Pass back in the day was so clutch.
And that was, I hit Copper.
Is that where Mary Jane's at?
Mary Jane's Winter Park.
At Winter Park.
Oh, Winter Park.
But Winter Park got expensive. They have you pay for parking and shit, and it gets super crowded.
Yeah. It's honestly probably why. It was always so packed.
But Carrick lived right up there. He had a cabin in Grand Lake, so we'd miss the traffic.
Oh,
stay up there
nice.
2-3 days. Can't beat it, dude.
Crested Butte, another great place to ski.
That'd be really cool too.
I want to go to like Purgatory.
Yeah, Purgatory would be dope. I've been there in the summer, but never skied.
You go often?
If I can, yeah. I didn't get much this season, but try to go.
You board or ski?
Board.
Yeah, okay.
Anything with the board, dude.
Same,
like
man.
right now, wakeboarding's in.
Yeah, I haven't done
That's
that.
dope.
In
I've
years
never
either.
been there. Or never done that. Never been to wakeboarding.
Never been to it.
No, but I've never been wakeboarding
It's
before.
hard, man.
Or water skiing or
It's-
anything.
It's different.
Yeah, I guess a lot of people say it's very difficult starting off. I guess I started a different.
Yes, the starting process, the hardest part.
For
Once you, like,
everything.
kinda
But it's
get-
getting up. Like a lot of people struggle
Yeah,
getting up.
it's getting up.
If you're on a board, if you're used to a board, it's kind of the same
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah, I feel like I could learn because I ski.
See,
And I've got the gear. I've got the.
Skiing's tough though to learn to board to ski, just the getting up part, because if you visualize your boat pulling you,
Yeah.
you pull, your body comes up symmetrical, and you're coming both feet at the same time. You're still leaning back.
Yeah.
This one you got to like allow the board to turn,
Yeah.
and then sit on one foot and allow your, if you ride regular, your left foot to stand up,
Yeah.
and then you just coast from there. But
I think it took me like 15, 16 times to get up for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
That's even like surfing. Have you surfed?
I want to do that.
Oh.
Yeah, because like I've ridden boards my whole life, like skateboards, longboards, mountain boards, like anything, ski. Like I can ride just about anything you put in front of me. But surfing is the hardest shit. Like just
It's
getting
tough.
up. Once you get up, it's like, all right, I can. If it's not obviously with
Yeah.
the massive waves, but like just chilling on a board is like fine. But getting yourself up there in the right rhythm with the wave and stuff, it's fucking hard.
Yeah.
And timing it.
Did you ever
and
do those
stuff.
water world skimboards.
Oh, I've never done one of those.
I always did it.
You did?
But yeah, dude, I would just go in there and make a fool out of myself. Though I just jump in.
Everyone would just
sit
get
back,
ripped
bro.
off every time.
There's some kids that would just rip it
Some
though.
of them are
Yeah,
amazing, dude.
bring their own boards and stuff.
When I went to Hawaii, I had an instructor teach me for an hour how to surf.
Yeah.
And I caught a couple like really nice waves. Like when you get it and you go all the way, it's like one of the most just like euphoric feelings, man. You're just like, damn, that was
you're like
fun.
floating, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like
Wild.
at least, yeah. Did you do like a big board, like a long board?
Yeah.
The big foam ones?
It was huge.
Yeah, those are, because all my friends, because they're all from Hawaii, they all just like shred and just rip on those ones. Some of them. Zach, you remember Zach?
Uh-huh.
Not big into surfing, but they're all just still better than any of us, like without even trying. So those big boards are nice because you can hop up easier, but the little ones, like, they're hard.
You've tried skimboarding?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, it's
fun.
My friend Chris got me into that when I visited him in North Carolina.
It's when I got into it.
Really?
Yeah, me and my buddy were down there, and we saw the family that I was with had skimboards, but they didn't go a lot. They just had them from different families, like at Share Beach House. But I bring one out, and this 12-year-old just is killing it out there. And I was like, I have no ego to ask this kid, like, yo, help me out right now. I straight up went up to him. I was like, dude, you got to help me. Like,
Yeah.
Let me try to be what you just,
That's funny.
Yeah, he helped me out. He hooked it up.
Mine
He's
was
a cool
the
kid.
opposite. So, same scenario almost. There was like a 15-year-old fucking really good at it. And I didn't have to ask him because he saw how shitty I was. And he was like, here, dude, let me help you out. I was like,
That's
all
the
right.
same shit that happened to me. We were out there and doing the same thing, and this kid, like, I had like the rental like wooden board and just so shitty, and he had like the nice like foam one and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And he just walks up to me, he's like, try this one. He's like, you
Yeah.
idiot. Like,
Yeah.
And it was so much easier and so much fun.
Then they have like foot pads and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
and the different type of boards that you can get.
You
The
do
foot
like
pad is
shove
really
its and
cool.
stuff.
Yeah.
I got to shove it once. That was fun.
Dude,
But
but
that's
if you...
the... Oh, when you catch an edge on that and you smash your face in the sand. I ripped my entire nail off because I fell and went right into a rock and just ripped my nail off, and it was like, dope.
Or if you miss the board, if you jump a little bit past the board and it hits you right here in the back of the fucking ankle,
It's like a
that
scooter.
shit's the worst. It's like a paper cut because the line of the thing.
Oh yeah,
so,
and you just walk on it constantly.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's not. Yeah, it's not a good feeling.
It's not a good feeling. Well, yeah. That was-
Yeah.
This is a very diverse playlist we have
Yeah,
going in the
for real.
That's one
background.
thing about
It's when
my,
DJ Khaled to J Lo.
That's one thing about my music playlist, man, is it's everywhere. I got jazz, I got country, I got rap, I got everything.
But aren't you in just those moods sometimes? You got playlists too.
I don't really fuck with playlists. to be
You're
honest.
always
Really?
across the board.
I'm always.
I'm always like,
Yeah.
yesterday for some reason it was just angsty emo punk rock, like,
Yeah, bro.
all
If you're
day.
in that mood,
just
or
and
if you're in
then-
like a turn up type, like fuck this.
Sometimes it flips like
Yeah.
it's like bipolar every 5 minutes. Like
Or your gym player. You say you bumping J Lo right now.
Yep.
You're
Or
about
pumping
to.
iron.
Yeah, I would pump iron to some J Lo. Yep. Right here.
It's the control parts.
Yeah. No, I don't do playlists, but people like playlists.
I just think it makes it easier.
I've thought about it. This is the part that's tough for me. Is it's hard to add everything to my playlists because I have so many songs.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'll get to a point where I get lazy and I forget to start adding songs to them, and I got to go back all
Fair.
the way through to like,
Fair.
fuck, what haven't I added? You know.
Fair.